Pictures a big deal, which is why a handful of newlyweds are upset and heartbroken.
Yeah, they paid for pictures, but the photographer didn't deliver. So these couples turned to Tiffany Craig for help.
And we understand that you got a lot more than you bargained for on this story. Tiffany, what happened?
Oh my gosh. I mean, it really is a crazy story. We thought this would be a simple one about finding a photographer and trying to get him to deliver on a promise. But it turned out to be much more complicated, with upset people who are out of money across the country. From music to police videos, Last Castle Media owner Matt Lopez knows how to capture the moment. But Lopez also has a softer side: portrait and wedding photography.
The guy's good. I really like his work.
Which is why Johnny Wesley didn't hesitate hiring Lopez to shoot his wedding last December.
This was actually our wedding date, December 11th, 2015.
Johnny and his high school sweetheart Angela paid $2,000, but never got their video.
What the hell, man? Like, really? Like, why would you do something like this?
Same story with the McKinnons. All they have are snapshots from friends. They paid Lopez $1,500 and never got their professional picture.
If I can have it another way, you know, it'd be in a ring and without gloves. That's all I'll tell you. I don't want to see unless you got my pictures.
Donald McKinnon is fresh out of patience. His wife, Patty, taking it even harder.
He doesn't care. He has no feelings. He doesn't understand the hurt that I feel because I'm never going to get those memories back.
So we set out to find the photographer and the missing merchandise, but soon discover he traveled to California. Here he is in surveillance video, checking out equipment at a production company in Santa Ana.
When I first met him, my gut instinct was not to rent to him, just based on the way he looked.
But Mel Harsh looked past the face tattoos and piercings and helped Lopez get ready for a music video shoot.
When we started talking about the equipment, it just kind of, flowed. It was a great conversation. He was a nice person.
That day, Lopez rented more than $10,000 worth of stuff. We couldn't help but notice he was on a cell phone in the surveillance. I guess just too busy to take any of our calls about the mess he left back home. After weeks of ignoring the calls, text messages, and visits to his house, Lopez calls out of the blue. Like, I'm willing to go to great lengths, though, to make this happen because... and schedules a time to talk. But the meeting never happens. The day after that call, Lopez ends up on the other side of the camera in a mugshot. He was arrested by Houston police, accused of stealing thousands of dollars worth of equipment from a photographer on beach night.
He's got more fires than people out in West Texas with no water. He's just got issues. I don't know what his issues are, but he just got to come clean. Which
hasn't happened yet. Remember the $10,000 rental in California? The equipment was never returned.
It just made me feel like, I should have went with my gut instinct.
So not only does Lopez have a trail of unhappy customers, he's now dealing with legal trouble from here to California. So, I know. The moral of this story is that we really have to help each other by posting online reviews. Because believe it or not, no one posted anything negative about this photographer until a couple of months ago. And as I was telling you before we started with the story, I've talked to 6 couples in this situation.
Yeah, so there could be more.
It is possible. And we've seen more talking about it online.
Wow.
And I'm sure some of them will contact us. But yeah, post reviews. That's how we help each other.
Yeah. That's silly. Yeah, my jaw's on the floor after that.
Crazy. Nice
Yeah.
work. Thank you.